Hi Vaishnavi, how are you?
Hi Rakesh, yeah, fine. How are you?
I'm absolutely fine, thank you. Can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, myself Vaishnavi. I have total of 3 years of experience in software testing. So I was involved in functional testing, system testing, integration, regression testing, and also have a basic knowledge on the same automation.
Okay. Are you working in automation testing or you are working in manual testing?
Yeah, as of now, I am working in manual testing on.
Okay. So how many years of experience you have with respect to manual testing and with respect to automation?
With respect to automation, I have only 1 year of experience. With
Hmm.
manual testing, I have total of 3 years of experience.
Okay. So can you tell us something about the automation experience first, and then we can discuss about the manual testing, right? Like what is the framework that you had worked on, which programming language you are aware of, right? So those things.
I have only a hands-on experience. I actually went through some videos and I learned actually. I in my project actually they were about to start and I was not that much involved into the automation.
Mhm. Okay, no worries. So can you tell me what are your day-to-day activities? Like how do you start your day? Which are the various things that you do in the entire day with respect to software testing, like writing test cases, designing test cases, like so what
Yeah,
are your roles and responsibilities?
my roles and responsibilities were in when we get the requirements. So I worked in agile methodology. So after, as soon as we get the requirements, we had a meeting and we will discuss on the change requirement. So
Mhm.
according to that, we will have a planning call with the developers and testers who are involving to test the particular change requirement. And then we give a estimated time, effort, and time effort for the testing and executing for the whole change requirement. And then we prepare a test cases, and also I involved in the peer review of the test cases, and also given some demos and reviews for the clients in review call
Mhm.
for every our sprint 10. So yeah, designing test cases, executing it, and also reported bugs. And we used Azure DevOps for reporting and tracking bugs and to track our daily activities.
Correct. Great. So in so far, in testing from for 3 years you have been testing. So have you missed any bugs? Let's say you had tested some particular feature or functionality, and going forward, when it goes to client or when it goes for UAT, so client is finding some defect, right? Have you ever faced such kind of have you experienced such kind of thing in your career?
Uh, our project was a web-based application, so
Mhm.
it was on banking domain. So in that, actually, for the mortgage transaction, we will have some set of conditions to complete the account for any particular user.
Correct.
So I missed one condition, and without taking that condition, the account was created for the particular user. So that was a bug which we found after going to production.
Okay. So what was your next action? What was your next step?
The next step, actually, we discussed with the developer and
Mm.
we had a call to discuss about the defect. And
Mm.
we checked in the change request with is that mentioned or not, and also we checked whether it is a existing or the previous bug.
Mm. Okay. Then what else?
and and also discussed how to resolve that bug, whether it is in a code or a test. If it is in a code, like we will develop and deploy, and we will retest. So if it is in a testing side, we will retest the whole the test scenario, and then we will create a we'll complete that whole scenario.
Okay. Anything else apart from this?
The defects which I found, or
No, about this situation. Let's say about this situation. In this scenario, when you had tested something, it goes to the client and they found the defect, right? It was tested from your side or from your team, and you gave them a green signal, but still they found a defect, right? So you told that you will have a discussion with the development team. They will get it resolved. Then you will see whether it is a regression defect. It was when it was introduced, how it was introduced, right? So those things you will see. Apart from this, anything else?
Yeah, we will see the root cause from where actually the bug is coming, and also we will test the regression test once again. And also we discussed the impacted areas, like impacted criteria for the defect.
Okay, fine. So this is good. Apart from this, if this question is asked to you in a real-time interview, right, then you can also add in your answer that you will also have a conversation with the client that you have found the root cause, and now you will document this test scenario or test case in your test suite just to make sure that these things are not getting repeated, right? In this way, you will be able to win the confidence of the client, right? So this is how you can add. Now consider a scenario where you have found a major bug and the release is planned tomorrow, right? For example, today is Saturday and release is planned on Monday, right? Sunday, no one is working. So what will you do in this situation? Will you release with a bug, or will you ask the developer to fix and then to test the complete application again, or you will postpone the release itself? What you will do?
If we find a bug, actually, when we find a bug, it should not go to production. So first we will have a call with developer to discuss what is the impact of that bug on that particular functionality. If it is blocking the functionality, or it is causing a major issue, like we cannot proceed the main functionality, then we will postpone the release. And if it is a minor issue, like the functionality is working fine, but it is not blocking the functionality, then we will go with the release, and then we will fix it in next release. We will discuss with the client about this, and then we will fix it in next release.
Okay, so you will have a conversation with the client and then you will go with the decision.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, now consider a scenario where you are testing some particular XYZ feature in an application, right? You are referring to some requirement documents and there is an age field that you have to test. Okay, now the requirement documents are telling that the age should be entered in months. While testing this particular requirement, you enter the age in the years format, right? And the system gets crashed, right? Now you have raised a defect. Now the developer says that the testing with respect to years is an invalid scenario because it is mentioned as months in the requirement document. So what will you do? Will you close this defect?
So actually the the feature of the application which is mentioned in change requirement document is months. So we will test according to the acceptance criteria which is mentioned by the client.
Right. You will test with respect to months. So let's say you or one of your team member tested by entering age with respect to years, right? And the system is getting crashed. Then what will you do? Will you close that defect?
No, because the
Yes, please go ahead.
at least it should be some highlighter to that particular text box, like the age must be entered in months, so that the particular person who is using that application, he will aware of the age must be entered in months, not in years.
Correct. So there should be some validation message coming up rather than system
Yeah.
would get crashed, right? So severity, priority is a second thing, right? But at least there should be some proper validation message coming up at this particular point. And you should not close such kind of defects because system is getting crashed. So developer might tell you that it's not as per the requirement, but it's a usability testing that after all you are doing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So those things you have to take care. Okay. Now let me share my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is my screen visible now?
As of now, no.
No. Just a second. Okay. Now is it visible?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So this is a simple web page. You have to
Yeah.
create a Walmart account, right? You have to register. Now you are supposed to test this particular page. So can you tell me high level test scenarios? How will you test this page?
Yeah. So this is a login page of Walmart application. So initially we will check, is it displaying the correct application of Walmart or not, with the smell mistakes and the look and feel and alignment of the logo of Walmart. And then we will check with the happy path by entering the sign up functionality. And also we will check a scenario like if an user having already an account, if he's trying to sign up again, it should not allow him with the same user ID or same with the email address, email ID. And by giving and we will have some like conditions for the to create a password, like with the capital letters, small letters, special characters with the numbers. So if the user is signing up with without using these conditions, then it should not allow for creating an account in Walmart application. That is one scenario. And we check the check boxes which are there, like keep me sign in and send me emails about this arrivals, whether he user is getting mails from this application or not. And as per the like look and feel, we will check the text box is taking a value or not, whether it is the create account button is clicking or not, and the color of the text which is shown in the application, and also the show option which is there in a create password text box. If we are clicking on that, the password should be visible to us. And again, if we click on that, it should be it should not be visible. Either it should be visible on bullets or in asterisk symbol.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
And if we are signing up without giving a first name or without giving an email address, it should not allow us for creating. It should pop up like first name is missing or email address is missing. And after signing up, it should redirect us to the home page of Walmart. That one. And that's it.
Okay, then you have these links more over here, terms of use, privacy policy, request my, these links should be working, right? Okay, then how will you test this checkbox? Keep me signed in, uncheck if using a public device. Yeah. So you can,
If it is
yeah,
checked during the sign up process, then if first time if we are opening the Walmart application, then it will automatically open with our ID username.
yeah, that is fine. But how will you test this option? Keep me signed in, the checkbox is there, right? How will you ensure that it is working properly or not? So what you can do is, no issues. So what you can do is you can perform testing of this checkbox by, so this option is keep me signed in, right? So at the time of sign in, you won't be asked, or you won't get any pop-up kind of thing to re-enter your credentials every time, right? So let's say for the first time, if you have logged in into this Walmart application, right? And you have kept this checkbox option as checked. So now, second time, if you launch Walmart application, so it won't again ask you for credentials, for username, password. It would directly sign you in. This you have to perform testing in both the devices, private, your personal mobile devices, as well as the public device, any of the public device you can use, right? Just to make sure that it is working fine on both the sides, right? Because it is just a statement over here, uncheck if using a public device. So as to, if you are on a public device, let's say if you are accessing this website in a cyber cafe, right? Or on your friend's laptop. So that's a public device, right? Still, it should allow you to save the credentials and to sign in if you have already checked this option.
Okay.
Right? The username password uh, will not be asked to you.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, let me stop sharing now. Okay, fine. Now consider this Walmart based application is there, right? When you are trying to purchase something, you are being, let's say you have to purchase a shirt, right? That particular shirt is displayed along with various, features. What is the color of the shirt? What is the price of that shirt, right? How many shirts are still available in the inventory of this Walmart, right? Now consider a scenario where the price of that particular shirt is not displayed, right? So what would be the severity and what would be the priority of this defect?
Severity is the medium and priority is high, because if in case it is a shirt which is of top brand like Alensoli or something else, the customer who continuously if a customer is trying to open the application and trying to buy that particular shirt or color, if it's not able to buy that product, then it is a loss for that company. So like that, not only one user, if there are so many users who are trying, if it is an some sale season, then obviously so many customers try to buy the clothes if it is a discount on that particular brand. So it will be a loss for the company or application. So it is a high priority one.
High priority. And the severity is high or it is low?
Low severity.
Why do you think it's a low severity defect?
Because the remaining specifications of that particular product is visible, like color or count or of which brand and everything. Only the price is not displayed for the customer. So it is a high priority to fix that defect. But severity, it is not blocking the functionality for the customer. Like he is able to search that particular product and search from the application. Just the thing is, he's unable to buy it because of the price is not visible.
Right. So he won't be able to take a decision of whether he or she should purchase that particular shirt or not, right? So that is impacting him. So don't you think severity would be high?
As it is not blocking like searching of the particular product, I thought if the severity will be low.
Okay, but see, now price is there, color is there, then which offer is coming on that shirt, that is also very important for us, right? To take the decision of whether I should purchase that shirt or not, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So severity will be high in this case. Priority will be high because a person from a usability perspective, we cannot take a decision of purchasing that shirt or not, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now, can you share one example of a defect with us in which you had got some acknowledgement or you had got some reward, which was impacting the business and you found out that defect?
Okay. So there was some case or scenario in our project, like as I mentioned, I was working in a banking domain. So we used to have for creating so many user accounts with some set of conditions every time, like in our every sprint. So there was a scenario where the account, the beneficiary account which is added, like without we will have some set of conditions to be linked to the parent account, right? So it was a new change request. That code was missed in the developer missed that code in the main code. So it was it was missing that functionality, and automatically account was added to the parent account. So actually it did not happen. So from testing point of view, we were checking all the conditions, like on what basis this account need to be linked for the parent account. So, and then we testing team, we found that bug, and actually I identified and had a discussion with my senior testing a colleague, and then who is aware of that functionality.
Right.
So after confirming with that, I discussed with the client and developer, and we fixed that bug according to that.
Okay, okay, great. So this was a defect that was found by you.
Yeah.
Which are the types of, what are the types of decision tables that you are aware of?
Decision table.
Yeah. Have you ever performed decision table based testing? It is one of the technique.
No.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, there was a power cut. Okay.
Oh.
Have you ever done testing of? Have you ever used decision table based testing technique?
Recording in progress.
Hello.
Yes, yes. Hi. Hi, Rakesh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you tell me about decision table based technique? Have you ever used that technique?
No, in my project, I didn't use that testing technique, so
Okay.
I'm not aware.
Okay. Can you tell us something about that technique? It would have happened that you would not have got opportunity in the project, but are you aware about that technique?
No.
Okay, no issues. So decision table is nothing but it is a kind of a technique with the help of which you can also perform testing, right? So it is in this particular type of technique. What happens is you will create an input output structure, right? You will create one decision table, and it would give you a tabular view of various combinations of input conditions and what would be the conditions in the form. Let's say if you give a true condition and if you give a false condition, then what would be the output? So accordingly, you can create permutation combinations of various set of conditions and the corresponding actions in the form of expected result, right? Required in the testing. So it's a very good technique, but most of the people might not be aware about that. It is fine. Okay, Vaishnavi, I'm done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Actually, you didn't ask me any Selenium or API testing questions.
Yeah, because you mentioned no that you have gone through the videos, but you don't have that experience.
Yeah.
So see, whenever you get a call for an interview, right? So you have to tell them that you have got an opportunity to work. You have the hands-on experience, right? In the beginning, I asked you a question on the automation framework that you have worked on, or what was the programming language that you are aware of. So the response that I got was, like you were working in the past or you have watched only videos. So this is a thing that you have to tell in an interview, right? That you are actually, you have got an exposure towards automation as well, right? Otherwise, looking at your CV also, I could only see that you have done in manual testing work only. So you can update your CV also accordingly, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So those things you can do. Okay. And that's it for this interview. Anything else you would like to ask?
Yeah. Any areas need to be improved from my side?
Yeah. So you have to be more confident, right? Be more positive. Don't get nervous at all. This is just a mock interview. In a real-time interview, also don't get nervous at all. Okay. If you will get nervous, then automatically the answers that the questions you are comfortable with, you won't be able to recall those answers also.
Yeah.
Right? So don't get nervous at all. Use headphones if possible, right? And just test these camera settings before the interview itself, right? Just to make sure that proper camera is there, proper internet connection is there. Rest all is fine, no issues. Update your CV with the automation testing experience. If you are already working in automation testing, or if you have worked prior, so get that knowledge, revisit those concepts. So when you are getting the questions on those content that is mentioned in your CV, so you are able to answer accordingly.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Vaishnavi. It was nice talking to you, and
Yeah.
all the best. All the best for your career.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Rakesh. Yeah.
Thank you.